What's good, Internet? My name is attackslug, and welcome back to SmackDown vs. Raw 2008, featuring ECW on the road to SummerSlam. And I'm pretty sure we're fighting Mark Henry at the behest of some devious divas by the name of Michelle McCool. And actually, as a matter of fact, and I'm fighting her man, Mark Henry. Also, elsewhere on the card, but let's go fight the world's strongest man.
There's just 2 weeks to go until SummerSlam, one of the biggest pay-per-view events of the year. This is Michael Cole here with JBL, and it sounds like this superstar's getting caught up in a romantic entanglement.
I said no.
How stupid do you have to be to try and fool around with a fellow superstar's woman?
I don't think it's that cut and dried, and I'm sure the presence of Stephanie McMahon doesn't make it any simpler.
Maybe not, but she's shown that she's open to some creative solutions for problems like this.
But I literally chose the option of no, I don't want to go to the hotel room with Ashley. I said no, no thanks. And yet I'm still entangled in this situation.
He claims he's the victim of a diva with a wandering eye?
Yeah.
And whether that's true or not, this is his chance to show that he's not going to be pushed around.
Yeah, good luck with that. His opponent's standing up for his buddy tonight, and I can't help but notice that this guy doesn't seem to have many pals in the locker room.
Also of note, Mark Henry, my former tag team partner. Somebody going to get the butt whipped. Beat him up, break his neck, break his neck. Anyway, welcome to a fine Saturday. I am still dealing with some, sickness issues, and so perhaps not a long video today. There's also not much newsworthy going around that is worth discussing on this fine Saturday. There's some stuff. There was a funny bit this morning, I guess last night or whatever, that they put out on the 2K YouTube channel. They put out a bit where Kane wants you to buy 2K18 or else. And I'm like, well, in kayfabe, Kane does enjoy watching the suffering of others. And, yeah, so that whole thing, I was like, oh, that's funny. That wasn't their intention, obviously, but as someone who's played a bunch of 2K18, yeah, that's pretty funny. Anyway, there is that. But elsewhere, Caitlyn making her in-ring return at a South Florida indie show. So I know she's been kind of working on getting back into ring shape and whatnot. So whether or not she actually ever would return to WWE, I guess remains to be seen. But good for her, getting her life straight and getting back into the world of wrestling. So there's that. The WWE Network is going to be putting up a lot of hours of Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling, which is like early 80s stuff, which has a lot of guys you might have heard of, like Piper and, that kind of era of guys, Flair and whatnot. And most significantly, that will include the build-up to the very first Starrcade. So, I like watching old wrestling, mainly because it's interesting to see over the years the kind of things that work in wrestling and continue to work, where you'll watch a match from like the 50s or the 60s and notice things like, oh, that totally would work in current day for getting heat from the audience, and it still does. And so you can see, obviously, there are a lot of things, certainly production-wise, that have changed. But a lot of just the simple simple face and heel dynamics still work. And there's a reason why they are so effective and whatnot. So I think people could learn a lot from watching old school wrestling in being able to appreciate the genre, as it were. Anyway, elsewhere, we had Rey Mysterio, the master of the 619, saying that he would love another run in WWE. And that's fine and all. Like, I got nothing against Rey. I know the last time that I'd seen him doing something, as Booker T would say, looking real jacked, baby. Looking real jacked. So, I guess the question is, having been working the indies and whatnot, would he be able to pass the wellness test for WWE? And would they even want to give him another run, considering how prone to injury that he's been, etc., etc.? So, there's that bit of business. So, it's not that cut and dry in terms of, what he would want and if he could get cleared and that kind of thing. Like, obviously, he is a first ballot Hall of Famer at some point. That's no question about that at all. But Whether or not they would give him another run doing, you know, wrestling matches remains to be seen. So, who knows? As they always say, anything can happen in the WWE. Anything. So, it would not surprise me. Oh, no! Mark Henry doing this thing. It would not surprise me to see a Rey Mysterio back on some roster doing some kind of a big match. Even if it was like, even if it was a one-time thing, it could still draw money. And you know what they say, as long as Vince can make money, then he'll do it, pretty much. So there's that bit of business. Also, Mark Henry here just dominating as he should. So I'm pretty sure I'm still like ranked like 38. I still have a terrible rating. So losing here would not surprise me in the least. But also, I can't get up. So I've just been decimated by Mark Henry, which is really... And I'm hitting reversals, and they aren't working now, which is like... That's weird. That's really weird. Since when? Since when do reversals not work? Oh no! Break you back, make you humble, Machka! I don't know how to do this, so I tapped out. Well, that's what I would have expected there. I didn't do anything.
Boy, it sure didn't take you long to choose sides, did it?
No, it didn't. I stand for honesty and decency. I am a man of integrity.
No, you aren't.
Certainly don't want to badmouth any friend of Stephanie McMahon's.
Well, that just goes without saying.
I don't bleed Kool-Aid.
What's this? We're being told that. Let me get this straight. Stephanie McMahon has just authorized
what?
the second match here tonight. Did she do that?
Her last name's McMahon, isn't it? There's not much she can't do around here with qualifications.
I'm already
like
hurt.
that.
This isn't fair. This is unfair. I object. Also, I just beat Matt Hardy, so I don't have anything else left to prove against Matt freaking Hardy, who has lost to me multiple times. But if I'm already damaged my last match, this is kind of a problem now, isn't it? Now, isn't it? Version 1. That's what's up. So, do I still have the damage from the last match is the question. Am I still, like, in, like, the orange and the yellow and whatnot? Because, that being the case, can I get to that many slug sploders against Matt Hardy? Because Matt Hardy, if we're both fresh, I can totally take out. But if I am super fatigued from that previous match against the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, then that is a problem. So, let us hopefully make short work here of one Matthew Hardy and deal with his addiction, if you will. Anyway, what I'm hearing on Dean Ambrose after his successful surgery is that they're aiming at 2 to 3 months. So that's back before WrestleMania. Now, whether or not that plays out remains to be seen. I don't know if Dean Ambrose can do the same thing as, say, a John Cena, where he gets back in some, insane amount of time and whatever else, because obviously John Cena is John Cena, and that's kind of, what he does. He's a freak of nature, or he has assistance in being a freak of nature. That's unproven, but come on, he's like 40, come on. Anyway, so no, I'm still injured. I just see my skeleton. I just seen it. It's not good. It's not good. Can I fight back here against Matthew Hardy or not? Who knows? What I should do here is obviously get myself disqualified with a solid steel chair to really further this story, but I'm not going to. I am an honorable competitor here. I'm supposed to be a face, I think. I don't know. This was a bunch of nonsense I got dragged into, and I don't appreciate this bit of business. But certainly, I will fight my hardest to make myself victorious here against some nonsense allegations from Ashley, where she contacted me, and I said no, and now she's salty about it. So, that is the story here going into this matchup, as I continue to take Matt Hardy to Slugplex City. And he reversed the Slug Sploder. So, that's about right. That's about right. Nope. I'm trying to hit a strong grapple, and I shouldn't have been doing it because it didn't work. And I get myself DDT from my troubles. And yeah, look at that. My head is red. How in the blue hell, if he hits a side effect, if he hits a twist of fate, any of that is gonna go real rotten for me. But I can keep hitting these Germans. Boom! Back of your head, Matt Hardy. So yeah, the thing with Dean Ambrose is that, look, don't come back earlier than you need to. Don't rush back. Because how many times has somebody rushed back and then ended up doing more damage to the injury that they had in the first place? So don't rush back just to say, oh well, I'm not making as much money and the fans are gonna forget me and all that stuff. Like, I get it. Look, time is a finite resource, and you only have so many years to make good money in the wrestling business. But if you hurt yourself more being stupid, then it's going to cost you even more time when you get hurt more. So don't just get it healed up 100% and then come back. All I'm trying to say. I am fatigued, greatly fatigued here in this. But that's okay, I guess. I'll keep doing it. I'll keep going until Matt pins me and gives me that Matt fact, and then we finish up the video for today, because I clearly have no voice, and I still have to record more Game of the Year videos today, so that's always fun. I'm going to have no voice for those. That should be a good time. So definitely tune in for those next week when I get those up and uploaded, and hopefully cleared through YouTube's arbitrary garbage machine, which, yeah, alright. I'm not gonna make it here. One count. Oh, wow. I'm in the red. I got a 1 count. What in the blue hell is that, Matt Hardy? If you can't pin me after I get beat up by Mark Henry, how weak are you, Matt Hardy? How weak are you, Matt Hardy? That you can't do it. You can't get the job done, Matt Hardy. You're insufficient, as your lady friend would say. You're not quite matching up. And that's why her eyes were wandering to where the attack slug was. You know, just saying. I win matches, and you don't. All I'm saying. I slug Sploder, and you don't. Is all I'm saying. Boom! Now, usually 1, not enough, but I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot. 1, 2, nope. Alright, well, we continue on here with Matthew Hardy in an attempt to actually just do a power move. There we go, super kick party. I love it, it's so good. Oh, I am so fatigued right now. It is so bad. It is so bad. I can't even move right now. Reverse. Please reverse. Yes. Thank you. Just keep on doing these quick grapples, because that's kind of all I can get to work right now. Which is unfortunate. Get me, yes, and then immediately into that big German. Back of your head is now red, Matt Hardy. And I'm so slow. But I'm still going to stop that mud hole and walk it dry. Woo! Pick him up. Hit it, hit it, hit it. Slug, Sploder, for days and days and days. Cashing checks, breaking necks, being mean, making green, and deleting Matt Hardy once again. Oh, what's that, Matt Hardy? Mark Henry softened me up, but then you couldn't finish the job.
Oh my, it looks like you may have injured that arm.
I wouldn't be surprised. The first match was rough, but the second one was downright brutal.
I don't think there's any doubt whose side Stephanie McMahon is on.
No doubt at all. And I, for one, am glad she's taking a stand against that home wrecker.
I didn't do anything.
Hope that injury isn't as bad as it looks.
Me neither. As far as I'm concerned, he's got more retribution coming his way.
But I won the match, so screw you. For Diva, action gets too personal. Somehow Attack Slug got me on the phone and tried to make advances, you know, to get us together somehow. I told him no, but he kept bothering for me. You lying liar who lies.
I'm absolutely disgusted by your behavior lately. If you're going to act like an animal, then you're going to get treated like one, and that means getting locked in a cage. Your GM has already been given his orders.
Oh, I hate cage matches.
I bet you thought you were pretty cool turning me down for a date, huh? Well, look where it got you. You're about to learn a very painful lesson about what happens when you say no to me.
Can't I just show this email to everybody else, put it on TV, be like, look, she was lying, I told you. Like, seriously. I have evidence now. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, playa, but there's absolutely nothing I can do to prevent this cage match you've been put in. I just want you to understand that it wasn't my idea. But you know how it is when Steph gets involved with something. She always gets what she wants. Sorry, Teddy. Thanks, Teddy. Anyway, tomorrow, some kind of a cage match. I don't know. I'm attackslug. Thanks for watching. More videos every day. I'll see you next time right here on this channel. And I'm out.